I know you guys love the war stories, and I love telling the war stories, but I kind of want to give you guys something to think about here. So bear with me for a week, and I want you to think about this phrase right there. Familiarity breeds contempt. 3 words with a lot of meaning. So what exactly does it mean? Well, I want you to kind of think about this. In the past 6 years of my playing, and granted, last year was bad because of injury, but in the last 6 years of playing, I've had maybe 3 orientation speeches. To be fair, this isn't counting scenario games, and this isn't counting big games, because they always have them. But I go to a local field, they don't give me an orientation speech. And why don't they give me one? I don't know. I've kind of broken it down to a couple of ideas. One of them, they might look at me, seem like I'm an old dude, and he's an old gear. So I was like, that guy knows the orientation forward and backwards. He's not going to do anything stupid. Or maybe it's just that the referees just don't feel like giving one that day because, hey, these guys are all the locals here. I mean, it's just common sense. And paintballs are flying around. They're going to leave their goggles on. Everything's fine. We don't worry about it. Or the case of a couple fields that I've been to where you walk in and there's a big sign that goes pretty much like 10, 15 feet that has all the rules on it, and they expect you to read the rules, stand right there and read all of the rules rather than have an orientation speech. And maybe I'm just a little old-fashioned, but I kind of like having the referee come up to our group and say, hey, hi, I'm going to be your ref today. Let's go over the rules so we're all on the same page. Okay, let me follow through the rules. We're all on the same page. Cool, let's go play. But I've heard this logic used a lot for professional players, too. And I'm talking like the top pro guys, where, they're taking their goggles off on the field, after they win the game or something, or the referees at the pro levels are they're flinging their goggles off, or, they don't even go out there with a barrel sock on their gun, and the kiddies, and the other people who are watching this, they're defending it by saying, oh no, they're pros, they've been playing for like 3 or 4 years, they know what they're doing, it's safe, it's perfectly safe, if they're doing it, then it's perfectly fine. Right. What I think is happening is that we're just getting a little too familiar with the game. We're getting a little too comfortable with the concept of the game. Because, we're all spouting the same statistics that are old research data saying paintball is statistically safer than sitting around in your house doing nothing. But the problem is that we're just kind of happy with that statistic, but we're not actively doing anything to keep that statistic low. But as it is, it almost seems like it's easier to justify, nothing bad's going to happen. We'll just put our blind faith in these statistics that are really old, and we'll just hope that nothing bad happens today. So it's sort of I don't want to say an assignment here, because I don't want you guys to feel compelled to do this, but if you do, let me know, comment down below where you put this and all that other fun stuff, and I'll put links to it. But I want to know, how comfortable are you with the game? Do you think that because you've been playing for 2 or 3 years that you're an expert and, some of the safety rules you can let them slide this time because nothing bad's going to happen, it's okay, we've done this a million times before, nothing bad's going to happen this time. And I understand that some of you guys are going to claim to be absolute saints, and you can say, oh, well, it never happens, this never happens like this, but I'm going to tell you guys this, that I've been playing for 20 years, and I'm still catching myself doing some things that every once in a while I kind of have to stop and go, oh, wait a minute, okay, take a step back, do it the right way, and then let's go play. I just want to give you guys a little something to think about. Just a little something.